Are you interested in Norse mythology but lack the time, patience or attention span to sit through a lovingly crafted, wonderfully written, content-packed, full-length documentary? Well, if speed is what you appreciate, then call me Sonic, because speed is my speciality, much to my wife's frustration. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pantheon Mythology. In today's video, we'll cover 32 events that define Norse mythology, and for all you existing Norse experts, stay to the end and let me know if I've missed anything. Hear that? That's the sound of rapid fire, and this is Norse mythology. Rapid fire edition, baby. In the primordial void of Ginnungagap, the collision of the realms of ice and fire gave rise to the world. From this cosmic upheaval emerged the realm of ice, Niflheim, and the realm of fire, Muspelheim. These elements gradually formed the foundation of the cosmos, leading to the creation of the world known as Midgard. Ymir, the first giant, came into existence from the elements of ice and fire. From his body, the gods Odin, Vili and Ve were able to craft the universe. The primeval giant met his end at the hands of Odin, Vili and Ve, who slew him to create the world. His colossal body became the very land and oceans that sustain existence. Yggdrasil, the immense world tree, stood at the center of the Norse cosmos. Its branches extended over the realms, connecting the 9 worlds. Yggdrasil represented the interconnection of all things in the universe, serving as a symbol of life, death, and the ever-ongoing cycle of existence. Odin, Vili, and Ve, the chief gods among the Aesir, established Asgard as their divine realm. Asgard was a place of grand halls and celestial splendor, where the gods would govern the cosmos and protect it from external threats. The gods of Asgard clashed with the Vanir, another group of deities who possessed distinct powers and abilities. The war ended in a truce, with the gods exchanging hostages to solidify peace and collaboration between the two divine factions. Odin, Vili and Ve, using the driftwood from the sea, shaped the first humans, Ask, the bloke, and Embla, the lady. They breathed life and consciousness into these human beings, granting them the potential for wisdom and growth. Odin, the All-Father, sought to acquire supreme knowledge and the secrets of the runes. To achieve this, he hung himself from the Yggdrasil for 9 days and nights, undergoing immense pain and deprivation. His sacrifice granted him unparalleled wisdom, making him the chief of the Norse gods. The Seeress, a prophetess, foresaw Ragnarök, a catastrophic event that would culminate in the end of the world. These prophecies included the release of Fenrir, the arrival of the wolf Skoll to devour the sun, and the awakening of Jormungandr, the world serpent. Fenrir, the monstrous wolf, posed a grave threat to the gods. To prevent his rampage, the gods bound him with a magical chain. This event marked the first steps towards the impending doom of Ragnarök. During the binding of Fenrir, the fearless god Tyr sacrificed his hand to ensure the wolf's captivity. This act of bravery demonstrated the gods' commitment to preserving the safety of the cosmos. Thor, the god of thunder, faced a dire predicament when his beloved hammer, Mjolnir, was stolen by the cunning giant Thrym. Thor, along with Loki's assistants, embarked on a daring mission to retrieve it, showcasing his unwavering determination and strength. Loki, the trickster god, was a figure of unpredictable and often mischievous behavior. His antics included shape-shifting into various forms, deceiving both gods and giants, and playing pranks that led to chaos and trouble in the realms. Balder, the radiant god of light, was beloved by all for his beauty and purity. However, his life was tragically cut short when a mistletoe arrow, overlooked as harmless, became the instrument of his death, sending shockwaves of sorrow throughout the cosmos. Loki, ever resourceful, once transformed into a mare to distract the stallion building Asgard's protective wall. This union resulted in the birth of Sleipnir, the 8-legged steed which Odin claimed as his own and used as his mount. A mythical drink, the mead of poetry, held the power to bestow wisdom and inspiration upon those who imbibed it. Odin, ever in pursuit of knowledge, sought this mead through both cunning and force, eventually sharing it with select mortals. A giant offered to build a protective wall around Asgard in exchange for the sun, moon and Freya's hand in marriage. To thwart this deal, Loki devised a cunning plan that led to the giant's failure and the preservation of the divine treasures. Thor, the embodiment of bravery and strength, embarked on numerous adventures to defend Asgard and Midgard. These quests ranged from battles against giants to his relentless pursuit of the serpent Jormungandr. From the maggots that infested Ymir's flesh, the dwarves emerged. These skilled craftsmen and artisans would go on to craft powerful and magical items for gods and humans alike. Speaking of which, if you're still with me, give this video a like. Loki's deception led to the abduction of Odin, the guardian of the golden apples of youth, which granted the gods their vitality and immortality. The resulting crisis highlighted the significance of these apples in maintaining the gods' power. Recognizing the gravity of Odin's disappearance, Loki, Thor and the other gods undertook a perilous journey to rescue her from the clutches of the giants, securing the return of her apples and the restoration of their divine vigor. Thiazi, the giant responsible for the abduction of Odin, met his demise at the hands of the gods. His death ensured the safety of the golden apples and the continued vitality of the gods. As Loki's disruptive actions grew increasingly troublesome, the gods decided to capture him and bind him as punishment. They used the entrails of his son, Nafi, to bind him to a rock in a dark cavern with venom dripping onto him. The monstrous serpent Jormungandr, born of Loki's union with the giantess Angerboda, was cast into the ocean by the gods. There it grew to immense size, encircling the world, and awaited its destined clash with Thor during Ragnarök. Frey, the god of fertility, fell in love with the giantess Gerda. Their union symbolized the connection between the divine and earthly realms, as well as the potential for reconciliation between gods and giants. Skadi, the giantess seeking vengeance for her father Thiazi's death, was ultimately swayed by the gods' efforts at reconciliation. She married Njord, a Vanir god associated with the sea, and thus bridged the gap between the giant and god. Ragnarök, the end of the world, culminated in a catastrophic clash between the forces of chaos and order. It was marked by the release of Fenrir and Jormungandr, the descent of the wolf Skoll to devour the sun, and the chaotic battles that ravaged the cosmos. During the final battle of Ragnarök, Thor valiantly battled Jormungandr, but succumbed to the serpent's venom, dying after slaying the creature. In the same apocalyptic battle, Odin faced Fenrir and met his end at the jaws of the mighty wolf, thus marking the culmination of Ragnarök and the end of an era. After the cataclysmic events of Ragnarök, a few gods and human survivors emerged from the chaos, representing the hope for a new beginning in the reborn world. The world was rejuvenated and renewed following the devastation of Ragnarök. Balder and Hodr, previously slain during the final battle, were resurrected, marking a fresh start for the cosmos. A new generation of gods, led by Balder and Hodr, took up the mantle of governance in the reborn world. Their reign signaled the dawn of a new era in Norse mythology, one shaped by the lessons of the past and the potential for a harmonious coexistence between the gods and mortals. Well, how'd I do? What other mythologies would you like us to cover in this manner? Divert your thoughts to the comments below. Hey, do you wear clothes? If yes, why not treat yourself to something special with Pantheon Apparel? Our clothing brand is inspired by gods, goddesses, creatures and legends from mythologies across the globe. Our tees and hoodies are perfect at covering up your skin no matter the season, and you'll look damn sexy, just like these people. We ship worldwide and are rated excellent on Trustpilot. Check out the link in the description or the merch shelf below. The video on the right is one from us that the YouTube gods have chosen for you, and this playlist on the left includes every single one of our videos, perfect for some bedtime listening. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one.